Politicians running for office in Virginia Beach met face-to-face with the people they're hoping to represent.
Candidates for the 2nd Congressional District and City Council had the opportunity to introduce themselves and answer a few questions at a public forum. 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd was there.
Well, tonight we focused our coverage on the 2nd Congressional District race between incumbent Scott Taylor, Sean Brown, and Elaine Luria. Now, Luria criticized Taylor for being a no-show, while Brown was asked about her ongoing legal battle. Most political candidates say they are looking forward to November, but Sean Brown says she's actually looking forward to October. That's when she hopes her name is finally cleared in court.
When you fight to make this government do what it should do for each of you, you do realize that people are going to fight back. So I'm quite confident that my name will be vindicated.
Last year, the independent candidate was indicted on felony fraud charges in regard to the federal summer feeding program. Brown's organization, Jobs Virginia Community Development Corporation, accepted more than $800,000 in federal money in one summer, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, who believes those numbers are fraudulent.
It was, and always will be about the fact that we're fighting child hunger, playing by the rules.
Fellow candidate, Democrat Elaine Luria, highlighted her 20 years in the Navy.
What makes the Navy go is the people. And as a leader in the Navy, I felt that my job was to create an environment for those people to succeed. The same applies in our communities.
Both candidates were asked what they think about professional athletes choosing to kneel during the national anthem.
So I support everyone in their consciousness. If you want to kneel, kneel. If you want to stand, stand. So I believe it's an individual choice.
And I think that it is someone's right to protest, whether that be standing or taking a knee or marching. That is inherent to what we believe in.
Luria also brought up the fact that incumbent Republican Scott Taylor chose not to attend the forum.
Our current congressman is not here tonight and has not held town halls in over 530 days. So that's unacceptable. I pledge to hold town halls on a regular basis.
Now, 13 News Now reached out to Scott Taylor's office about why the representative did not attend tonight. They did not get back to us. Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.